Back in 2007, I had the very good fortune to meet Paramahamsa Nithyananda. I had been practicing with a variety of teachers in Los Angeles for about 15 years. I'd been going to different yoga studios and had the good fortune to study with some of the very well-known names in the West. And one day, my yoga teacher told us that one of his teachers, one of his gurus who was visiting from India, was going to be coming to the yoga studio to share some of his teachings and a meditation technique. So I thought, I don't know what a guru is. I don't know what this is about. I'm gonna check it out. I was very curious. So I went that evening, and Paramahamsa Nithyananda was there, and I was really curious what we were going to experience. I loved immediately his teachings, the way he related with humor and the simplicity. I'd picked up yoga books here and there, and it all seemed very beyond my understanding. It was using Sanskrit words. I didn't understand what they meant. And I was immediately connected because Swamiji was able to explain things in a way that I understood. He spoke my language. And then he led us through a 5-part meditation, which is called Nitya Dhyan. And in that experience, I was opened up to a whole new realm that I didn't even know was possible. And what I have come to understand is that state was a state of bliss. And bliss is nothing more than getting in touch with our own natural state that we have within us. And we're able to access it through the practices of yoga, through the practices of meditation. Yoga, not in the understanding of the typical Westerner, which is the asana. Yoga in the authentic way that has come from India, through our beautiful teachers that have come through over the time. Many of us know of Paramahamsa Yogananda and Vivekananda, all of these teachers that have come from the east to the west. And now we have the good fortune that Swamiji, Paramahamsa Nithyananda, who is also from the east, has brought his teachings to the West and so generously shares them with us. Hundreds of videos on YouTube. He broadcasts live every night. He's currently putting into very easy to understand terms the teachings of the Bhagavad Gita, which is a timeless record of the truths and the wisdom. And he gives it in such a way that as a Westerner, I very easily can understand and relate to. What he has also done over these past 5 years, I've come to understand that yoga takes us beyond the asana, beyond the pose. We're doing the asana to prepare our body so that we can sit and we can actually journey inward. In the Western world, we so often are just focused on the outer world. How are we going to make a living? What are we going to do? Where are we going to live? What kind of car are we going to drive? These are all very natural things. It's part of our day-to-day life. But through these teachings of Swamiji, I started to also journey inward. And through this journey inward, I was opened up to a whole new dimension, a whole new realm. And what Swamiji does is he gives us the knowledge. He imparts the knowledge and the truths that are timeless and have come from the motherland of India, the birthplace of yoga. And he is a living master, a living yoga master, an enlightened master that has made it his life's mission to share with people and help people understand these truths and fully awaken into their fullest, highest potential, into the infinite realm of infinite possibilities. And he does this by sharing the knowledge, giving us techniques, and the most beautiful thing is it moves beyond that. It gives us that inner experience. In that inner experience that he's able to guide us through his programs, through his teachings, through his meditation, we experience ourself. We experience our own being, our highest self, the place from which we can navigate our lives with trust. Nobody can tell us that we are not having the experiences that we have. There is an inner knowing. There is something that moves beyond the outer world, and we know this is it. Yes, this is it. And so Swamiji is called a guru meaning dark, ru meaning light, and it simply means that he is here to show us that we are that. Tatvamasi. We are that. What does that mean? It is multifaceted, and it is also very simple. But ultimately, we all already are beautiful beings that are already centered and grounded in our truth and in our light. What has happened in the day-to-day life and society and conditioning is that we've gotten away from it a little bit. We've forgotten, because so much of our world and so much of the day-to-day life is focused on the outer world. So what Swamiji does is he teaches us how to journey inward. And through that inner experience, we have an inner knowing. Back about 3 years ago, I had a pretty big decision I needed to make in my life. And I went to Swamiji and I asked him what I should do. I asked him why I was confused. And he so beautifully told me, at the time I was like, what? What kind of answer is that? He said, the answer will come from within. I walked away going, how's that going to help me? I don't understand that. And what is so beautiful is that the answer to a very profound, deep question that I had for myself did come from within. What it requires is trust, patience, acceptance, and a really strong inner yearning to go inward, to go through those obstacles and the challenges that we're all going to face in life. But through the gifts of the teachings that Swamiji so generously shares with us, we're able to move beyond and through these challenges. He says that they will liberate us, and I can speak from my own direct experience. Through these teachings of the past 5 years, my life has changed and continues to change and unfold in the most beautiful way, far beyond what I could have ever expected. Does it come in a form that I thought it would? Typically it doesn't, but does it come in a way that feels so right? Does it come in a way that brings me more and more inner peace, more and more joy? Absolutely. So I just have to say thank you so much to Swamiji, to the teachings, and for any of you who are sincere seekers who really want to get in touch with your inner self, who want to become your own inner guide. I would say that to watch the YouTube clips, to travel to India and do the Inner Awakening 21-day program would be the best gift that you could give to yourself in this life. Thank you. Namaste.